We are one of India's largest brass ensembles.
We are working professionals and passionate musicians.
We play everything from pop, rock, blues to Indian classical.
We feature instruments ranging from tuba and tabla to sitar and guitar.
We are folks from different generations and born like a family.
We spread love and happiness through music.
We are Rhythmic Energy.
1, 2, 1, 2.
We are Rhythmic Energy, a unique band with a unique sound. A unique band not just because we are from the same alma mater who played as part of our university brass bands, but also the fact that we graduated from across the years. And here we are, back together, back to our instruments, rekindling the flame, bringing in our families, creating that eclectic ensemble of brass instruments and a unique mix of Eastern and Western influences, and a few dance numbers as well.
It was January 2006, 4 years after my graduation, when it all began. I was watching our university brass band performing. Suddenly a thought arose, why can't we regroup and have a band of our own? That's how Ari was born.
The very first challenge that we faced was, how are we going to tell this to all our band players? Okay, they are not located in the same place, they are not in the same city. How do we get them together? And it was a major challenge. How do we inform them that we have such an idea?
When we were regrouping, most of us were out of touch with our instruments. Getting good quality brass instrument was difficult. Even when we did not have our instruments, we used to meet as a group to sing through our parts. But when we got our instrument, for such a big group, where do we practice?
We are loud when we perform. We used to practice in somebody's home, then we moved to somebody's office space, and then we started to go to public parks, and every place that we've gone, we were promptly asked to just leave. Finally, after a long ordeal, we found a place which was a morgue of a hospital, and then that became the place where for a long, long time, we found a safe haven to practice.
It takes all the musicians in the band to play good music so that the band sounds in harmony, which is why practice is of utmost importance for the band.
We used to have practice on the weekends. We ensure that we practice around 6 to 8 hours in a day.
To make our practices interesting and effective, we also include elements of Carnatic as well as Hindustani riyaz. We also play bhajans and ragas on our Western instruments.
Initially, we start picking up pieces individually at our homes. Next, we meet as a section, either online or in person. And finally, we meet as a band for a combined rehearsal.
There are these incidents during the practice sessions when everybody just stays silent and then waiting for the cue from the conductor, and all of a sudden there is a squeak and everybody just laughs it out.
The practice sessions are never complete without a bit of playful banter.
We are all defining our own world by these shared moments.
As a group, we are a family in the best possible sense. So we respect each other's opinion.
We perform at a variety of venues like orphanages, old age homes, rural schools, or music fests. Our programs typically include devotional songs, core brass pieces, popular movie songs, and dance. An RE performance is more than just music. When we visit a venue, we spend a few hours and we touch each other's lives.
Creating a moment for the audience is what we want. I believe that is where the energy comes from, to fill the E in the RE.
The way you perform can really bring a lot of energy into your music.
We went international for the first time and performed in Japan.
We are inspired by Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba and his teachings on human values.
I remember this time where we were performing at a home for terminally ill cancer patients. And the experience was so surreal because here we are performing and we are seeing in front of us a bunch of people, and all of them in that one moment had forgotten all about their pain, all about the burdens that they carry, and they're just tapping along, smiling along, sometimes swaying along to our music. Can you imagine the joy that we feel while standing here and watching such a scene. We were performing for an orphanage, and it's in some remote rural part of Karnataka, and we've gone completely set with all the Kannada hits. And the kids are dancing and playing and jumping and screaming. They've never seen shiny brass instruments in their life. What joy, what fun it is to see starry eyes in front of us.
As a composer for Rhythmic Energy, what excites me most is this opportunity to compose music for such a varied ensemble and to write music of different genres. With every composition, we try and push ourselves musically forward.
Not long ago, I had the chance of being part of an RE performance in Mumbai, which was also my first RE performance. It was a big moment for me because I was getting a chance to share the stage with some of the most talented instrumentalists that I had always looked up to. Watching them play with such passion in front of hundreds of folks was so inspiring that it pushed me to give my absolute best, and it reminded me why I love music, why I love being part of Rhythmic Energy.
Within RE, I think there's a space for every single person who comes in. That space just gets created, and I think that's what keeps bringing in people, and the circle just becomes bigger and bigger and bigger.
So where do we go from here? Well, we want to upskill musically, tour internationally, release albums, play our music to as many people as possible, and bring joy.